but when I just clicked on it on your website, something comes up that says the connection's been changed or something. It doesn't work at all. And I was listening to you just a few minutes before that came up.
Huh. Yeah, I got the same thing from some other people that it cut them off.
Yeah.
I have stream A killed here now.
Yeah, so now it's cut off totally, so
Hey,
that's the one I have on my site. But the Win Media link on my site should work fine.
I'll definitely try that.
Yeah,
what do you think
it's
about
just
the
the
new
real
Pope?
audio I'm going to have to switch.
What's your opinion of the new Pope?
He's a rat.
He looks evil, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah, he's a lizard. And there's people that want to say, no, he's not Illuminati, he's all for church conservative theology. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
He's the one who ordered all the bishops to keep sexual abuse secret.
Wasn't he part of the Hitler regime?
Well, you know, that's debatable because he was 14 years old and everybody was required to be in the Nazi youth at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And then he allegedly converted to Catholicism. But there's people saying that he was involved with shooting down airplanes. He was an anti-aircraft gunner.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have 14-year-olds doing that.
Yeah.
You know, so there's got to be a little bit more to that than it's getting out. If he was an anti-aircraft gunner. You know, he's going to put 14-year-olds on equipment like that.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, I don't need a whole lot of convincing. I can just look at the guy. I see it in his eyes.
Yeah, anyone in a position of power, as far as I'm concerned, is skeptical.
Well, you know, he's ran the Vatican for the last 10 years because Joe Pontu has just about been decimated for the past 10 years.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's, you know.
Hey, well, let me ask you something. You know, Pope John Paul, he passed away. He claimed, do you think he had a change of heart somewhere during his papacy, or was he full on for the dark forces too?
Well, he was you know, it's debatable even because the original John Paul II was killed 30 days after being in office and replaced by a Russian who had cosmetic surgery to look like John Paul II.
I saw the pictures of that when I read a book that showed where they had two different popes in there.
Yeah. And so, but this people say that, you know, you should make fun of him because he could have had a change of heart, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Just last year, in 2004, he called for a New World Order. The guy was on his deathbed then.
Oh, okay.
And he was calling for a New World Order. Calling for the Masonic New Age Christ to come. So come on.
Yeah, well, hey, well, that's obvious. If you call anyone calling for a New World Order, it's bad news.
Yeah. And he's not ignorant to anything that's going on. He knew the agenda. And you know what? You're not sitting in the Vatican and not knowing what's going on.
Uh-huh.
You know, when I saw those 115 cardinals, I just wanted to gag. I've never seen so many Satanists in one place in my life.
Hey, what's your I've seen some pictures on your site. It seemed like it was showing two suns, and I thought I actually saw that. Is that? Am I seeing straight there, or am I seeing double?
The two suns link?
Yeah.
Those pictures are from Canada. And there's supposed to be, somebody got some pictures of two suns in Canada. We do have two suns. It will come out. Eventually, the whole Earth will see it.
Right. So, I mean, if that picture was there, I don't know when it was taken, but if it was there then, it's there now, right?
Yeah, it should be on my site.
Do you think that might have anything to do with the chemtrails they've been spraying around, trying to maybe
to hide
cloud it up?
I've heard that that's what they're doing. I don't expect it. There's so many things in the skies. I've heard that they're hiding it with the chemtrails.
Uh-huh.
I'll be one of the last people on the Earth to see it because I'm on the East Coast of the United States. I mean, people on the West Coast are saying that they can see it at times.
Uh-huh.
People in Canada are saying that they can see it. And this is the dark star, and I did a code on it. And what that dark star is, it's a signal that the Antichrist is getting ready to rise.
Right.
You know, it's an occultic symbol.
I also read that it's the main reason that there's global warming.
Yeah, well, global warming itself could take out the UK, take out parts of the East Coast. You know, there's just any way you look at it, the UK is going underwater.
You're talking about Britain, right?
Anybody in England and Scotland and in the northern countries there of Europe, they need to get out of them.
Wow, that'd be pretty big news. The thing just disappeared.
Well, you know what? We know a slight pole shift, they would become the new North Pole. They're sitting in the wrong place.
Right.
and even with a comet hitting the Atlantic, And so a lot of people want to say that the European Union is this 10-crowned beast that's coming, the first beast of Revelation chapter 13.
Uh-huh.
And I just don't feel it at all. The only thing I feel like doing is warning those people to get out of Europe.
Right.
Get out. Now, the lower countries will probably be okay, like Germany and the other countries. They're going to be okay. But if you're in the northern ones, like Ireland and Scotland, just get out of them.
Yeah.
You know, you're not in a good place because either you're too north or you're too near the ocean. And so if the ocean doesn't get you, being north will.
You're in Ohio, right?
Yeah, I'm in Ohio.
Okay, so you're good to go, even if they take out most of Florida. And I heard about a rogue waves that have been happening. Have you heard about those?
About what?
Rogue waves have been taking out tankers and stuff. 100-foot waves coming out of nowhere in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, happening now?
No, I don't know about now, but I was reading somewhere, can't recall exactly where, but I was reading about rogue waves taking out tankers and ships that haul, packages and stuff.
Well, I was just reading some of these papal prophecies the first hour, and one of them was talking about waves coming, that the great nation was going to lose its colonies. And so I'm thinking, where are our colonies, they'd have to be Puerto Rico and Hawaii.
Wow. I lived in Hawaii for 9 years, so I guess maybe that's why I'm not there anymore.
Yeah, well, I've been telling people, to get off the islands. Do what you can to get off of them, get to mainlands.
Hey, it's high-priced real estate there. Everyone wants it.
Yeah, I think, when Japan goes down, then maybe people will wake up. That's a lot of people. But the thing is, we are going to have massive destructions here in this world, just taking place overnight. Millions and billions of people just going. It's going to get bad.
Yeah, it is going to get bad. When I read certain passages, though, it kind of gets me wondering because it says, God says he's going to come like a thief in the night, and then he says, Christ himself says that just as in the days of Noah, the same shall be when all things will be fulfilled. And if in the days of Noah, people were it says they were giving and taking in marriage, and life was kind of going on as normal.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, destruction comes.
Yep. Well, that's, in Noah's day, they were just busy mocking him and partying, and then, mocking him during the day and partying at night.
Right.
Pretty much like they do now.
Right.
To people who are,
Well, I'd like to believe that those who aren't mocking God and those who respect God are not going to have to experience this.
Well, the problem is that when I sit here and spend 2 hours warning people of things coming, and it's not feel-good theology, they just go hit the prophetic boards on the net and then the charismatic churches where they hear about revival coming.
Uh-huh.
Revival coming. And it's not true. There's no revivals coming. People are going to get a revival in line with the guillotines.
Yeah,
now, we've got martial law coming to this country. We've got, the Russians and the Chinese. We've ticked off everybody in the world, giving them every excuse in the world to come destroy our nation.
Uh-huh.
Bullying the world, telling them that if they harbor terrorists, that they're going to be held accountable. And then we're sitting here harboring terrorists that Venezuela and other countries won't release, and the United States won't release them?
Right.
It's double talk. Double speak. We look like the biggest hypocrites in the world.
Oh, no doubt about that. No doubt.
And then you've got this Russian, Sorcha Fowl, and her writing angers me. What she may be saying is true, but there's a majority of people here in America who do not support our lizard government.
Right.
And she makes it sound like all the American people are sleeping, sitting on their couches, and just giving George Bush the parades and the ticker-tape parades and the fans and the cheering. And no, right. It couldn't be further from the truth. The problem is those who stand up tend to disappear, tend to get their websites taken down.
Yeah.
Unless you're protected by the Most High and you're one of His, you don't stand a chance against that regime. I don't fear them.
Well, no, I hear you. Well, I wouldn't. I'd keep my mouth shut.